when I think of YouTubers, I picture this, like they're in a room or something that's all like lit. Get it? It's lit, and they got like this headphone thing going on, and they're like, "Hey guys, welcome back to my channel." Yeah, as you guys have probably noticed over the last couple of videos, I've been doing everything in one take because I haven't really felt like editing. I don't feel like editing. If I'm gonna edit, I'm gonna edit music. You know. Um, Anyway, so you can't really see, but I got three cameras pretty much set up. Like, look at this. There's one camera here, and then if you look, here's the big camera, and then I have the other GoPro that's going to go there. Basically, what I'm trying to do is get myself set up to be able to start doing music videos. Basically, I'll have the big camera focus more on my face because it's portrait, it'll blur out everything behind me. I'll have one camera that'll be focused on like the top portion of the keys where my hand's playing. Then I'll have another camera over here. They'll be focused strictly on the piano keys themselves and like my hands. I have another GoPro that will go on the opposite side as well, so I can get both angles of me playing both my left and my right hand. But yeah, so I'm basically just getting myself ready because, like I said, I want to make as much content as I can for you. You know, it's funny. I watched a video today, and a lot of times, you know, we'll see people on the internet that are doing crazy things. You know, you look in there, they're giving tens of thousands of dollars away, or they bought their mom a car, they paid off their dad's house, and I don't know. There's just a lot of things that I have been seeing here lately that have just kind of sparked this little fire inside of me that says like, hey, you know, I can do that too. Not necessarily like, you know, oh, I'm so jealous that they can. Oh man, I wish I had 1 million subscribers. Oh man, I wish one of my videos just get 1 million views so I can make $1 million. Honestly, I'm not gonna lie. I've had those thoughts before. I definitely have had those thoughts because I mean, why lie? Why lie? You know, it's hard to grow up not having much, and then once you start getting some things, then you find out the stuff that you do have isn't even all that great in comparison to all the stuff that your friends have. So you're still behind, even though you thought you were moving up. And you look out around you, and you're just like behind, and it's like, man, I've been trying, I worked, and it doesn't ever. So this is where it comes back to the contentment, um, not complacent, but content. Being content, just like, you know what, I'm thankful that I'm here set up where I'm set up. I'm thankful that um, my you know my friends and my family are supporting me to do this music, and I'm content and thankful that God has given me this gift and that I have been maximizing it. For a while there, I was just playing the drums for church. Now I'm playing the drums and back to playing the piano. And, you know, once again, shout out to Anthony for this piano because, man, this has just changed the game so much with my writing and my inspiration and all that. But pretty much just, like I was saying, just being content with what I have. And, sorry, every time that happens is somebody messaging me or something. So, in case you guys wondered. But the main thing is being content with what I have, and even with the small, doing big things. Because when it comes time for to sign a deal, you know, 1 year contract, you know, 5 year contract, whatever it may be. When it comes time to do that, obviously that's gonna be easy. Uh, in a sense of like dollars and cents, and a sense of like doing a big show and radio, whatever, and YouTube video or video. Who knows what that looks like, but like NF said, you're never really ready for that. It just happens, you know. My main thing is just taking care of these small things now. This whole year, doing these small shows, doing the small venues, um, 50, 100, 65, 10. You know, race wars, there was a lot of people, but at the same time, there wasn't a lot of people. There was like 5,000 in attendance, I think, for race wars. But the amount of people that were actually around me when I was performing, I don't remember how much it was, but it wasn't a whole lot, you know. But guess what? I did such a great job that Jeff and the people at Raceforce asked me to come back next year. And that's what we're doing this year. This year, the first 6 months, like I said, establish with your business, with your music, with whatever. Establish who you are, even in school. Your first semesters, establish who you are as a student. Like, hey, I'm about to study. I'm going to get this thing done. I'm going to graduate. You know, your first few months at your job, what do? They give you a 90-day probation. It's the same thing. You know what I'm saying? Establish who you are in the very beginning and then be consistent. Like I said the other day, be consistent and then be content with the job that you have. You're just starting out. Be content with the fact you're a freshman. You're just starting out. You're not a senior. You want to get there. You're the freshman on the basketball team. You want to be the senior on the basketball team. That's fine, but you gotta work to get to those particular points. It takes time. You know, I want my music to blow up. I want a song that hits somebody in the face so hard that they can't stop listening to it, and that one person alone has 100,000 of my views. Like, yes, I want that to happen. I want that, but at the same time, I have to get better at writing music. I have really great songs. I'm not gonna lie, but there are better songs out there. I make really dope tracks and beats and all that, but there are other songs that are getting more plays, and a lot of that, yes, has to do with marketing. But guess what? I'm marketing my stuff everywhere. Any chance I get, I'm like, hey man, Chan, blah 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 blah. Then I bust them in the face with a card. Probably seen these all over DFW. But at the same time, there's somebody else marketing harder. Somebody's got an entire gang behind them, which I'm gonna talk about that one of these videos. I'm gonna talk about that one of these videos just because I need to address something with that. But somebody's got their entire gang behind them. You know, there's a lot of funding behind. You know, I know a lot of people. I know a lot of artists who have personal sponsors to sponsor their videos, like people who are just donating to them thousands of dollars a month so that they can do their music. And I watch their YouTube channels, and a couple of them are my buddies, and I'm like, this is another point where I was talking about being jealous. That those jealous tendencies that are those jealous feelings that come up in my system, in my spirit, because I'm like, man, I know tons of people, like some people in my not immediate, but like my outer circle, the people that I still talk to and associate with and have on Facebook. These people are making a ton of money and they're actually not doing anything with it. And I've already talked to a couple of them about this, but I'm like, man, y'all could sponsor me and help me with my videos and blah, 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 blah. Nope. Nope. These are the type of people that they're not going to do anything unless you're already established. And this is what I said, you know. I'm like, okay, well, this is what I'll do then. I will get myself established on my first year being back here in Texas. And I think I have done a pretty good job, especially with this last concert being a staple, like here's the foundation. Like this and above is the standard from now on. Like, will we do shows that aren't as good? Yeah, I mean, not everywhere is going to be, 4,000, like NF said, 4,000, 5,000, that's easy. But when it comes down to this 100 people and you got 50, 60 of them that are kind of looking at you like, I don't even like rap. That's hard. It's very difficult to maneuver around that. It's very difficult to just. I had to do an hour set, and I think my total time was an hour and 45 minutes of performance time and talking and all that. And man, to keep energy for 2 hours straight, I'm over here tired. Man, it was hard. It was hard, but it's like I said, being content with what we had, and me and the 50 people that were in there, we rocked it. We had fun. I had a lot of people come up and say, man, rap is not what I listen to. It's not I'm not into that, but like that was awesome. That was amazing. I love how blah 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 blah. And so being able to hear that, being able to see that, like I said, coming back to making yourself known, that itself is what's pushing me. And even though I may not have the sponsors and the other little things that people have that are helping them get further ahead in the music as I'm still coasting, I'm realizing that, hey, I'm content with, I have the space, I'm able to write, um, I'm moving at my own speed, which is what you want to do if you own your own business or anything. You hear these people say, work from home, be your own boss. Part of being your own boss is working at a pace that's comfortable for you. You know, one thing I will tell y'all, when it came to school, in the classroom, I was a hooligan, heathen, I don't know what you want to call it. But when it came to taking the homework and going home and me doing the work by myself, oh, it was simple. It was cake. Done in 5 minutes. I don't know what it is, but it's like when you go at your own speed for a person like myself, you just do better. I would be in class all day, but the second I got ISS or got sent to like the team school, what you call it, man, I just did a whole lot better. I was by myself, could work at my own pace. Sometimes I want to work really fast. Sometimes I want to take some stuff slow, but at the same time, it got done. And that's something I've learned with my music. So with some songs, I want the views, I want the views, and want the views. And with other songs, I want to kind of marinate and see kind of what people think. Like Summer Nights, I wrote Summer Nights a long time ago when I first got back here, but it's just now resonating with people. Like, man, yeah, I just want to drive. Uh, I don't know. There's a whole bunch. There's a whole bunch. I can keep going with that, but basically, what I'm saying is, uh, I not editing this. I'm just putting my focus into right now of continuing to just make this name Chan, 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 Sevda, Sevda, Sevda. Um, just keeping those things going, those fires, just keeping sticks in those fires, and it's soon. I don't know when, I don't know how, but I just feel it in my spirit that like soon. I knew that when I came back, I knew what I had to do. I knew if I fell off of that in any sense, it was going to take me a long time to try to come back and do what it is I want to do with this music. And I'm not going to lie, I stayed focused for a little bit. I went off to camp. And during camp, I got distracted. I really did. I got distracted. I was just off in my own mind and mostly depressed because I was like, man, I don't know. There's a lot with that, and I don't know. It's just weird. Isolated myself, and I don't know. I'm just so used to that. You know what I mean? Like being one thing my band members were talking about a couple weeks ago. My lead, he's like, he's so used, or Chan's so used to being by himself. It's weird to have a whole group to have to deal with, and it's the truth. For the longest time, I did everything. My production, my own ear was like, hey man, that's pretty good. All right, cool. Then post it. Hey man, those lyrics are great. All right, thank you. Just me. But here it is. I got a whole team of people now, and I have a lot of people that are looking up to me, not necessarily in the sense of like I am their motivation or I'm their inspiration, but they're looking up to me like, hey, like what's next? What do we do next? You're our leader. What's next? And with that comes the being content, comes the being consistent, showing these tendencies within myself so that it's shown to them, and then they receive that as well. And then we as a conglomerate, me as a unit, we are all moving at the same pace, the same time, with the same goal. At their end goal may be something completely different, but for the time being, we all have the same goal in the sense that we will all want to take this and move forward. And that's really what it's all about. Stay in the path so that you can reach whatever your goal may be. Whether that's, like I said, graduating from school, getting married, you know. I will say with those things, make sure you can see yourself doing whatever it is. Then write it down. Then work towards it. That's literally all I can tell you. See yourself doing it. None of this manifestation stuff. Like, I don't believe in all that hocus pocus. No. No. See yourself doing it. I see myself one day, Toyota Music Factory in Dallas, and I'm like, everybody get your hands up. And we're all singing all for you and all that. I see myself doing it. And I've written it down, like the 50, 60 different things that I need to do before that happens, the different venues I need to play before that happens. And then, so you plan your work, then work your plan, and plan to work hard. That's in Goonies. So plan my work. Now I need to work my plan. And I have to work hard. And you do those things, you plan your work, you work your plan, you work hard towards that goal. You should accomplish really anything at that point. Not just, you'll realize, let me tell you this in this video. You'll realize sometimes your goals are actually only this big. Because once you start actually putting effort towards things, you start hacking things down. Boom, 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 boom. Yesterday, I made 20 beats. 20. And I'm like, all I did was focus. All I did was focus. I knew what I wanted to do. I knew what my goal was. I knew what I needed to do. And I just did it. And then all of a sudden, the 5 beats I wanted to make were 20. And I'm like, oh shoot. Look what I accomplished. So you do the same. Know what your goal is. Plan the work in order to get there. Then work your plan. And then work at it as hard as you can. In the Bible, it talks about whatever your hand findeth to do, do it as unto God. Do it as if you were literally, write that paper as if you were turning into Jesus himself. Say you don't believe in God. Okay, fine. Write that paper as if you turn it into Trump, that tomorrow, or whoever the president is at the time that, this paper's done, and they're just, or the principal, for example, you turn it into a principal and the principal says, this paper's so good, you graduate with honors and whatever else, and I give you your degree, you ain't got to worry about nothing. Do everything. When you're at your job and you're cooking and you're at McDonald's, whatever, do everything as if your boss was going to give you your entire year's worth of check tomorrow, and you can still come in or not come in or whatever. Oh, shoot. I'm getting called right now. But that's it. Remember that. Plan your work, work your plan, and plan to work hard. I'm Chan. Peace.